Hi, and welcome to the Empowered Being Show. I am Seher. Thank you so much for pushing play today, and let's get started. Today I want to talk about this term, which is I am so proud of you. I remember the first time somebody just randomly said that to me, and I was in such, I don't know, I was in such shock or something like just extreme happiness. Okay, I was like, oh my god, they are proud of me. That means so much, when somebody says that I'm so proud of you, it literally means that they're recognizing something that you have done, no matter how little or how small it is, and they are just it's not even a form of validation, it's just a recognition. It's a form of I see you, I see your efforts, I see what you have done, I see you as you are, and I feel that's so close to our hearts. And as I'm thinking about it, there's also something I'll add. As children, we literally want to make our parents or our caregivers or anybody around us really, really proud of us. We want them to be proud of us, and there are a lot of people I talk to, and like their main motivation, inspiration, and everything is their parents. They want their parents to be really proud of them. They want their parents to be happy. They want their parents, because of them, they want their parents to be recognized because of them. And this is something that I experienced, okay, and it used to annoy me a lot. So me and my mom, also my mom is a teacher, and we used to be in the same school. Okay, so she used to teach she did not teach me, but she used to teach in the same school, and everybody would recognize me as like my mom's daughter. So they would say my mom's name, and they would say she is her, like my mom's name and her daughter. And like I mean, yes, I'm very proud that I am her daughter, and I'm very thankful that I am my mom's daughter. But I don't want to be recognized like that. I have my own identity, and I don't know, maybe like media put this into my head for some reason. It's like I want my mom to be known as like she is Seher's mother, and what that literally means is that I have done something which is so quote unquote important in some terms, that people do recognize me for that, and hence they recognize my mom for that. And it's like a badge of like societal validation to some extent, that I just want my mom to be known for me, for who I am. And now I don't have that anymore. I'm like, you make your own identity, and I support you in everything that you do. But yeah, that was my mindset back then, and I was very curious as to like why was that so. But when we say these words to somebody, that I am so proud of you, it literally moves them to some degree or to some extent. It really creates a huge impact. Okay, and I said this I say I'm proud of you a lot to a lot of people, because I know how important it is. And I said this recently to two people. Okay, one of them were they were just doing these little acts of selfless kindness. So just like giving up a seat at a train, or just feeding the dogs, or something very small like that. Okay, and I was like, I'm so proud of you for doing that, because it no like it was not necessary for them for doing it. They did it because they wanted to, because it made them happy, because of whatever reason. But it did not involve any sort of outside validation or reward of any sort. It is just because this thing. And I'll give you like a little side note. I'll tell you, so giving up your seat for an elderly person or to anyone to the degree, to an extent. Or even, okay, so I used to travel 5 hours, a day to back and forth my college, and I learned so much in that phase, like, oh my god, so much. And I used to give my seat a lot to people, and I used to go sit on so the bus that I used to travel in, oftentimes the bus used to have this huge engine, about like it was a huge engine, and people could sit on it, but it would be enclosed by some sort of thing, so you have like actually jump over that thing, and then you can go settle in that, and it was not cushioned, and it was very uncomfortable. You had to like sit cross-legged, and it was not a fun thing, and there was nothing to hold there was nothing to hold on to or anything. But I used to give up my seat, and I used to go there and sit. I like the joy that it would bring to the person and to me was out of the world. And often if I would be in a state where I could not give up my seat, I would just ask the person who is standing on like beside me to like, do you want to give me your bag? I can hold your bag for you, like I'm not going to steal anything, obviously it's like right here on my lap. If you want, you can keep it. And like that would often like, or even just holding hand of an old elderly lady that walks in my society, like she was walking and she had the stick and she had a bag, and just offering these little things, it brings you something that's so, it's so, I just have the words, like you have to experience it to feel it, because it's so beautiful, and it's really nice. So back to the topic. So I said to him that I am so proud of you, and he said, I haven't done anything so important yet that you. Yeah, so my mom just hijacked my podcast studio. Anyway, so I guess I was saying, he said, they said something like, I haven't done anything so big that you should say something like, I'm proud of you. And the same thing I heard from somebody else also. So the other person I know since like 5 years, and then we were friends for 2 years, and then we were not friends for 2 years, and for 1 year, and then like last year we became friends, and this is the 5th year. And oh my god, they just they like oh, they just transformed into this marvelous version of themselves. Okay, it was crazy how much they have achieved, and where they are, what they are doing, and everything. And they're like, oh, I haven't done anything yet, I haven't even done anything yet, yeah, that something along those lines. And I'm like, only if you could look back and reflect and see how hugely you have transformed and how much you have transformed, you would be like, oh my god, I am so proud of you. And I don't know, it's so important for us to be proud of ourselves. I feel like, yeah, like we have to be sort of, aware of our growth, our evolving, our evolution, our everything. And we have to often just, when we are dealing with this is something that I like often think about. It's like when I deal with a very difficult situation, and I just stop and I deal with it so well, oh my god, so well. And I look back and I'm like, past version of Seher would have panicked and would have freaked out and would have never been able to handle it the way I am doing it right now. And I'm so proud of me. Like, not in a cocky way or in a self or in an arrogant way, or anything like that. In just a self motivating and self I would say just like a very like self-respecting way, maybe that's how I would put it, that I am so proud of me. I acknowledge my growth. I acknowledge how much I have achieved. I acknowledge where I am. I acknowledge things, and that much is enough to make me proud of me. Does saying that I'm proud of me mean that I'm not going to, work hard or do anything like more ahead in the future? No, in fact, it's going to do the exact opposite. I was saying ulta for my Indian friends. Just mixing two languages. It's going to do the exact opposite. It's going to make me more proud. It's me making myself more proud. It's going to give me more motivation to do the thing that makes me more proud of me. It's like, yeah, and not in a unhealthily obsessive way. It's just, I am so proud of me and I'm gonna keep making me proud. And that's such a cool thing to aim for and to achieve and to celebrate and to experience. So I don't know you personally, most probably. I don't know what you do. I don't know you. I don't know your life story. I don't know nothing, almost nothing about you. If there's one thing I really, really do know about you, is that I am so proud of you. No matter what your mistakes that you made, no matter what your past thing happened, no matter what somebody else did, no matter what you did to somebody else, no matter what, you are here. You care enough to listen to this podcast. You care because you want to become a better version of yourself. You want to be happier. You want to be more empowered. You want to live a life that makes you happy. And that enough is more than enough for me to say that I am so proud of you, you empowered being, you beautiful, amazing soul. And maybe this is time for you to just pat on your back and be like, I am so proud of you. I am so proud of all the ways that you handled some things that were out of your control. I am so proud of all the battles that you fought. I am so proud of how you picked yourself up and put yourself together and kept going. You kept going. You could have given up, but you did not. You kept going. And that's so huge. That's so big. That's so significant. And I'm so so proud of you. Okay? And I'm sending you so much love. If you feel like there's somebody who needs to hear this episode, who would be impacted by this episode, make sure to send this to them. I really, really appreciate that. And I hope to talk to you again very, very soon. Bye.